Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
Oh, there was no doubt about it. It was a rock and roll Sunday for sure, and this is what we were talking about. We saw a lot of this stuff. This was some funnel clouds. This one was taken a picture by Jason Hill, who's up by Reed Point. Never quite became a tornado, never touched down. That's the difference. We had several funnel clouds, but they just never made it to the ground, and we were pretty happy about that. Meanwhile, here's the way it looked after the storm. Loretta Groff Hurley got this picture of a double rainbow out there. And then, look at this. Here's the way it was today. Cool looking shot by Bill Blackford. Just kind of a nice, beautiful blue sky, little flowers in the foreground, mountains in the background. Just a great looking day across Montana. Now here's the way things are shaping up in Billings right now tonight. Currently it is clear. We have 69 degrees of northwest wind at about 10 miles per hour. Our high temperature today actually topped out at 83 degrees. Your normal high 87. The record 104 set back in 1940. Record low was 45 back in 1987. When it comes to precip, we were busted yesterday, but we got enough yesterday. We actually broke the record. The record was 5100s. In Billings we had 5300s yesterday. Takes us up to 9300s for the month and up to 12.80 inches on the year, ahead of normal both cases. So that's the way things are shaping up. Around the state at this hour, our current temps out in the west are into the 50s and 60s out here. Across the High Line, still into the 60s. Over here in Billings, that's one of the hot spots in the state at 69 degrees right now, 64 in Miles City. Glendive coming in about 62. Now look at our reported highs for the day. A lot of places got into the 70s, but over here at places like Jordan, Miles City, and Billings all got into the low 80s. Sheridan 81 degrees, but everyone else is just room temperature out there, mostly into the low to mid 70s. Now, as you'll see here, our Doppler radar shows you the story. That low pressure cell, this is the one that caused all the stormy conditions across this area and just kind of drifted up towards Canada, continues to push its way into southeastern Saskatchewan, and also wrapping around that is a couple of little scattered showers wrapping around in that low pressure cell. We'll pull back a little bit farther and you can see the better picture. You just take that yellow line, and that's just happening to all the moisture. So what we see here next is a new ridge of high pressure trying to build into the west. That'll eventually encompass the rest of Montana. That's going to clear out the skies, and that's going to kind of push most of the moisture away. So here's the storm we had last night. Continues to push its way in towards the Dakotas tonight. High pressure building in behind that, and now you'll continue to see our weather's just going to be kind of quiet throughout most of the day on Tuesday. Maybe a few spotty showers over there towards the Bighorn Mountains and maybe the Beartooth, but outside of that, it's just going to be kind of quiet right on through Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. But temperatures tonight, they'll be cooling back down into the 40s out in the west, 50s back here in eastern Montana, 55 at Hardin, 54 over Miles City tonight. Then for tomorrow, we'll get right back up into the 70s, some low 80s, 82 at Hardin, 80 in Billings tomorrow, back to 80 degrees in Livingston. Other places like Sydney, a little cooler, about 69 degrees, 76 over Miles City, 77 at Broadus tomorrow. But for Billings tonight, mostly clear skies expected. We'll probably cool back down to 54 with a northwesterly wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Next 7 days, we'll check this out. I hope you like sunshine and hope you like 80s because we got a bunch of them. Look at this. Next 3 days, mostly sunny skies, mostly dry skies. It'll be a little warmer on Wednesday, back up to 87 degrees, the low that night, 60, 85 degrees on Thursday. Then as we head into the rest of the week, we might start to pull in a little more moisture. 30% chance for some afternoon splash and dash showers on Friday, 30% on Saturday. High temp there about 86 degrees, 87 on Sunday with a slight chance for rain. And then when we go into Monday of next week, we dry it back up again, mostly sunny skies, and we start warming back up to about 88 degrees. Let's go back to Russ.